at a stretch. I can't do that. I don't know how people do it.
Right. Okay.
And then, I sleep okay. I make sure that I use a lot of vitamins, I buy supplements, and so on. Mm-hmm. And also, one thing I do regularly is to do my MOT with the GP to make sure that the inside is good. I always do that regularly.
Yeah.
So I use the gym now and again, to keep fit. And but through the gym, I also learned how to swim.
Okay.
At my age, I learned how to swim because I was keen on swimming.
Yeah.
So I started swimming, still using the gym. That was my favorite exercise, which I was doing all the time. Mm-hmm. Then at a later stage, I decided that, okay, I would also like to cycle.
Yeah.
But before, in between, there was the time I had an accident, which is what I mentioned in one of my videos. I'm always a DIY enthusiast. Okay. I like to do a lot of things, mend it myself. I can buy something now and try to work on it and do it differently.
And fix it up.
If it doesn't work properly, I will mend it to the way it will work.
Wow.
That's me. That's the way I started that from childhood. So I was very foolish. I bought this beautiful long ladder, which the tradesmen used to do things. And I said, my this thing was leaking, and I said I might as well go and clean the gutter. But I didn't know that you have to do a lot of safety things before I climbed, and the ladder came down on me, and I banged on my knee on the concrete wall. Ooh. And that was where my problem of this knee problem started. So, but then I was trying to, as I started to learn to do ride bike, it was very painful. Mm-hmm. It was very, very painful. And again, I didn't find it very, very fun. Because, to be honest with you, I think the last time I rode bike was in my primary school days, which was before Nigerian independence.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago, so that was probably before my time. So.
But I was determined that I would ride a bike.
Yeah, but I did actually see one of your video clips riding a bike, and I thought that was quite impressive. But here's the thing, right? You strike me as a very active person. You have a very active mind as well, but would you have said your diabetes and high blood pressure was more age related, or
I didn't have diabetes.
Sorry,
It's high blood pressure.
High blood pressure, beg your pardon. Yeah.
I think it was a host of things that might have caused it. One of them, I think, was doing so many things at the same time. It wasn't quite easy because the stress there. Being I don't know how to express it, but being a student, a father, a married man, all at the same time, and providing for your family, that sometimes has a lot of stress. Plus also taking responsibility for people at home.
Yeah. Yes.
As well. So all that has a knock-on effect. So I didn't know that I had it. It was during one of my MOT that the doctor said that do you know that you have high blood pressure? I said, really? Say yes, I do. Say yes, you do. I said, okay. What are you going to do about it? Then she said that, okay, I'm going to give you some medication to control it. That was it.
Yeah. So when you started with Juice Plus, was that part of your aim to be able to try to alleviate this, or is it something that just happened by osmosis?
Yeah, well, now that I'm on Juice Plus, when I joined, that was I made a quick life-changing decision. Okay. When I say make a simple change, I read a lot of things. I said, okay, I'm going to do this change, and one of them also is not to get myself all the necessary things I need, which is to help me with my blood pressure problem, and also to help me with my bike riding, because I was determined that I will ride the bike, and I will ride the bike, and I said it.
Yeah, and you did it, and I saw it. Yeah.
I said that I'm going to ride my bike no matter what. So I said that I will get the products and start using them, and then help myself and then move on from there.
So which ones did you actually get?
Well, I got initially I got the premium capsules, I got the Omega, I got the Perform, I got the booster.
Okay.
I got quite a couple of, and then one of the shakes.
Right. Okay.
So I started using the premium capsule straight away, plus the booster.
Right.
Plus the Omega. Mm-hmm. And it was fantastic.
The Omega is great.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good. So I love the Omega to pieces.
Yeah.
I love it so much because the Omega changed a lot of things for me immediately. Yeah. I was able, the pain of riding a bike before it wasn't fun, but it became fun. It become nice. It become enjoyable. Riding a bike become enjoyable, and to make things even more interesting. One of the Christmas, the children bought me a new bike.
Really? Okay. Now that bike thing is now a serious thing, because now you got a new bike, you have to use it.
Yes. Of course, they wanted me to improve on what I was doing, so I started using the new bike, to do many more miles with the help of Omega and Perform, because I didn't Perform. I don't know what it is in some of my videos or my pictures. I didn't Perform, and I go on my ride, and I cycle for miles.
So for my audience, tell us how the Omega and the Perform actually helped you, and how long did you actually start to see that transition between when you started and how you are now? Yeah.
Well, initially, before using Omega, I could ride a little while and come back home because the pain was too much on my knee. But as soon as before I go riding, I will drink my Perform.
Okay.
Because this will give me more strength and more energy. And also have my Omega as well. Of course, I do have more other ones as required. The premium capsules. But for riding, and I take my Omega to stop the pain. So I use that, and once I go riding, I will ride and try to go so many different places, in the park and so on, and then cover so many miles. Then by the time I come back, I really, really feel very, very on top of the world, as if I've just done marathon with a boat.
Yeah, I mean, I love cycling myself.
So I feel very great.
Yeah.
When I finish.
Yeah, I love cycling.
I do this sometimes 3 or 4 times a week.
You're cycling 3-4 times a week?
Yeah.
Wow.
Before I increased it because of they closed my swimming bath. The government, the councils have cut down they sold some of the swimming bath, and they closed some of them. Because I used to swim twice a week. And when I go for swimming, I used to cover up maybe 30 or 40 lengths.
Wow.
When I swim, because I enjoy water, so I enjoy being in the water, in the swimming bath. But they closed that, so I increased my cycling until I can find somewhere where I can continue with my swimming, because those are the 2 things I enjoy so much.
Wow.
Swimming and cycling.
So, how is the two things? How is the weight management going now? You know,
the weight management. When I did the part, I dropped up to maybe, I think it was back to 120, 110.
Wow. That is fantastic.
That's what I said. That's why I was telling you and Charity at that time that if I did before and after, but you could say I should keep it for another day. So I said, okay, that's fine. Because if you see the pictures I have in 2020 during the lockdown, and possibly the way I look now, you saw me at the show.
When we met at the event, it was so great to actually see you as well. And
you saw me at the show. If you had seen me in 2020, you probably say that's not me.
That's what I love. That is so encouraging. Age shouldn't be a factor for not being active. For not looking after yourself. For not keeping your mind active, which is very, very fantastic that we can have this conversation and you can actually share this with with the audience. How is the blood pressure thing going at the moment?
Yeah. The blood pressure has come down considerably. In fact, the doctor took off all my medication with the exception of one.
Really?
But the one I take now is just for fun, to be honest. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't take it. Sometimes I take it. But I have got my premium capsules, my omega, the berries and so on. They're all doing me much better. So I'm much happier person.
Yeah.
Than I was before.
Can I ask you one thing that a lot of our audience and prospective people that may want to join our program, right, our health and wellness program, tend to ask, and that is, I said, yes, I want to go through this health journey, but it's too expensive, right? Or it costs money, too much money. You say you used to buy vitamins as well before this. What would you say to these people when it comes to, briefly?
I was going through something last week. I don't know. I think on the internet, and I saw this big caption, and it said, I copied it down. It said that the best investment you can ever make, is on your own health. And I said, this is remarkable. This is a very big caption on something. I said, this is very, very impressive. Now, what else can you spend money on? If you die, your money is gone. Who will spend that money? People will spend it. Even your enemies can get a share of it.
Yeah. Yes. Very true.
At the end of the day, you have to look after yourself. You are basically number one to look after your health. Nobody else. You don't have to wait until something goes wrong, before you do something with yourself. Like I said, it was in me to do my MOT every year. I don't miss it. I do my MOT every year to make sure that the inside, the liver, the lungs, everything, the PS, everything is functioning properly. And if you don't do it and you carry on, you think that you're all right, someday you find yourself in a very big trouble. Now, if you don't spend money to look after yourself, then you go and spend money on to buy a nice car, you spend money to buy this and buy that. If you are ill, who is going to ride the car? If you are in hospital, recovering from a problem or something, the car will be there. Nobody will use it. Now, if you also, I was saying, okay, some people, you stash thousands and thousands or millions in the bank. The bank will be using that to have interest, and they probably pay you a token because they'll be making money from that.
Correct.
what's wrong if you spend that part of that money to look after yourself? Because this, how much does it cost you? If to say you're overweight or you're obese, you become having diabetes, and suddenly they told you that your leg is going to be chopped off. What will that benefit you then?
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
I exactly.
If they tell you that you're going to have amputation because of diabetes problem, and you're keeping your money, whereas that diabetes could have been prevented if you had looked after yourself.
Indeed.
What's the point of keeping that money?
Indeed. Mr. Michael, hold that thought for 1 minute, please, because what I'm going to do now is I want to share with our audience to give them a little bit more background into our range of products and also the benefit of our products. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard from Mr. Michael of how he looks after himself. He's a gentleman, of 75, he's active in his mind, he's active in his activities, in physical activities. Age is not age is just a number. It's not a deterrent or a drawback for him to be able to look after himself. And that is why he's telling us this story tonight, to be able to encourage us, right, that we should be looking after ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share with you, just to give you an idea of our product range, and then we're going to come back to Mr. Michael in a minute. Just in case some of you who might be watching on anybody's platform will be wondering, okay, I like what Mr. Michael is saying. How can I actually get hold of some of this product range or join our program? Okay, so let me just share my screen for a minute, and then we'll come back to Mr. Michael in a second. If I go here. This is Oliver, and his eating habits are, well, this is Clara. She works for us. Great. This is Mary. She's a mum. And Anna. She's trying to live healthily every day. And this is Juice Plus. We make that, and we are very proud of it. This is Bill. He grows the cranberries that go into Juice Plus. He picks them just for us, fully ripe, straight from his field to our drying facility, as fresh as possible. We trust Bill. And David. He grows parsley for us. But just so you can too, we made it official. This is carrot, broccoli, parsley, tomato, raspberry, apple, spinach, cabbage, beetroot, garlic, artichoke, blackberry, pomegranate, ginger. Well, you get the idea. There are 30 fruits and vegetables that go into Juice Plus. That's right, 30. The vitamins and phytonutrients in them keep your body healthy and your immune system going every day. Now, back to Bill's cranberries. They are full of nutrients and antioxidants like vitamin C. Vitamin C helps protect the cells in your body against oxidative stress. We also have some studies. Okay, lots of studies. Yes, we may be obsessed, but it makes us the most researched nutritional product on the market. And why do you need it? Because, if we're honest with ourselves, we don't always eat right. We just don't. Remember Oliver and Anna? Yes, even Anna slips up from time to time. Juice Plus helps you to bridge the gap between what you do eat and what you should eat every day. It's as simple as that. Juice Plus, the next best thing to fruits and vegetables. Yes, next best thing to fruit and vegetables. So let's have a look at some of those fruits and vegetables that we're talking about and see what they contain. Let me just be here for a second. It's because yeah. In a second, Mr. Michael, I'm going to ask you, once I go through this, I'm going to ask you one or two fun questions. I love this one.
I'm ready for you. Come on, bring it on. It's parable time.
So, ladies and gentlemen, look, our products are one of a kind, as you've heard from the video. And Mr. Michael has also shared with us as well some of the ones that he loves. But I just want to share a couple with you, and that's the ones that he was using. So he mentioned about Premium Capsule. Premium Capsule have 30 varieties of fruit and vegetables in them, we have the fruit blend, the vegetable blend, and the berry blend. People use this for like general well-being, and of course our Omega, which Mr. Michael was talking about, right? That one has, especially if you get it in the UK, that one has 5 different types of plant-based Omega in them, not the fish type. So it's got the omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in the all derived from the algae, not from the fish, which is absolutely fantastic. So these are good for your general well-being, and they are bioavailable, which means it goes directly through the bloodstream to actually help you out in your general well-being. And Mr. Michael also mentioned that he loves the Perform, right? Which is for people like him who are active, people who love swimming, going to the gym, people who love cycling, for example. Why? Because this has 25 grams of plant-based, protein in there. So instead of you taking things like whey protein, for example, you're better off taking a plant-based protein, right? Because that is more digestible than an animal protein. It's got natural occurring B vitamins in there, which supports energy performance. So that's why he's now able to go and cycle longer than he used to, and it gives him mental alertness for his mental performance. Which I know he's a very alert mentally person, right? But at that kind of age, every little helps, is all I says. And sorry, I don't work for Tesco's, but I'm going to steal the strap line. Every little helps. It's got beetroot in there and tart cherry, which is good for recovery, because you can imagine it when somebody actually goes for a long cycle like that, and your muscles are already working out. You know what they say, that you feel the pain, right? This helps in that recovery process, so that, yes, you feel the pain, you're getting healthier, but you can actually get on your bike a lot sooner as well. All our products are all NSF certified, which is a quality of assurance certification. Great for vegans, gluten-free, non-dairy, and non-GMO. And this Perform, I love it because it's only 6 grams of sugar intake in there. You see? So that's just a snap overview of what our product range is. If you want to know more about our products and our product range and our program, please get in touch with the person whose platform you're watching on, and they'll be able to share more with you. Mr. Michael, now, you've seen the product range that we have, especially in the capsules, and in some of our products. Some of them I've never heard of, things like Yaba Mates, for example. What would you say is your pet hate fruit or vegetables?
My pet hate fruit vegetables.
I'll tell you mine. Mine is an apple. I could never eat apples before. Yeah.
To be honest with you, there was one vegetable or fruit which I couldn't eat. But surprisingly, the kiwi fruit. You know kiwi fruit?
Kiwi.
Yeah.
Yes.
I couldn't eat kiwi before.
Mm-hmm.
But now I can.
Now you can, because it's in our it's now 30 varieties.
Yes, now I can. Yeah. I never tried that before.
Yeah.
But now I can. And in terms of other vegetables, I don't think that I'm somebody who experiments, to be honest. I like to try things and see how they are. Mm-hmm. And I like to change things as well. If I try it, if it's not good, well, no. If it's good, I try it and use it. So I don't reject things offhand, and I don't have any is like what you say. You don't like apple. No, I try it first.
Yeah,
I try it first. And for a couple of times, and see if it doesn't work, then I don't hate it, but I will not eat it anymore. But I'm a very, very experimental. So on the top of my head, I don't think I can put my hand and say this is this is something I hate.
Yeah. No. One fruit that I never tried or even think of trying was artichoke.
Artichoke is something like what you talked about last time when we had it on. We were talking about it last time.
How do you do it?
I don't know. That is from juice plot. I don't know what it does. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how to cook it.
I don't know how to cook it.
I haven't tried that one.
Yeah. But it's got great benefits in there.
I know that I don't know whether it is the same one that they have. They call it the West Indian people call it chocho.
Chocho.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to look that one up. Okay. Mr. Michael, we're coming to the end of our program, and I've loved your your testimonial of how you've changed, make that simple change in your life, right, and encouraging others. What I'd like you to just give us now, is what we call a call to action, because there are still people sitting out there. There are people who are sitting on the fence. In 2 minutes or so, if you can just wrap it up for us, right? What would be your top 2, top 3 tips that you think, not only for young people, that they should be looking, but, people of 50 plus, for example, shall we say, that they should actually be, yes, how would you address these people for us?
Well, one of the things, I will say to anybody, is that good health is equal to what we eat, how we live our lives, and the total sum of it is healthy lifestyle. So the A plus B equals to the total sum healthy lifestyle.
Exactly.
It is like 2 plus 2 equals to 4. You see? So anybody, irrespective of your age, you have to make that simple change. Just today. Because you are going to save yourself a lot of things, a lot of problems. Now, just in a quick nutshell, one of the things that, which was touched in that video you showed was antioxidants. Yeah. Right? Now, I'll take you quickly, briefly, if we have time, to free radicals. Free radicals in our body. Free radicals in our body, these are I can read it quickly for you. They are oxygens containing molecules with an uneven number of electrons. This even number of electrons react to so many things, and they move around our body, looking for something to attach themselves on. And the reactions they do in our body is called the oxidation. The oxidative stress comes. Stress, yeah. Stress. It is when there's an imbalance between the free radicals and the antioxidants in our body. And when that imbalance occurs, that's when we have problems. The imbalance in the sense that the free radicals are higher than the antioxidants. And when that happens, it's just like when you have hormone imbalance. When you have hormone imbalance, problems occur with people. When you have an imbalance, when the free radicals in our body are stronger than the antioxidants in our body, then that's why you have a lot of diseases occurring, like diabetes, like hardening of the blood vessels, like inflammation, like high blood pressure, like heart disease, like Parkinson's disease, like cancer, all kinds of cancer. All these things because of the fact that these free radicals have destroyed the cells in our body. These cells are destroyed because we haven't got a strong antioxidant to fight the free radicals. And so when the cells are destroyed, they are not replenished. When they are not replenished, something happens to our body. Then we fall ill because of this and because of that. And it is said that the only way we can sort out, correct the balance of this happening is to eat enough fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
That's what the nutrition said. Nutritionist said the only way we can correct it, and they mentioned things like berries, cherries, prunes, dark leaves, broccoli, carrots, tomatoes, olives, you name it, fish, vitamin E, vitamin C, all kind of stuff they mentioned. Most of this stuff they mentioned are already in our products.
Yeah.
So if you cannot eat 5 a day, as they said, or 10 a day or whatever, like what you said before, you have to supplement it.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, you are serving you're helping yourself to replenish the cells. Because when the cells die, especially when you're over 50, they cannot. If they don't come back, you are prone to catch a disease. So the only way to make sure that you produce enough antioxidants in your body to fight the free radicals is to have to eat enough fruits and vegetables, so that there's always a balance in your body, inside, not outside, inside.
Inside.
So if the inside is always balancing up, at the end of the day, your body it's just like when you have a nice oil in the engine, the engine is running smoothly.
Yes.
All the crankshafts are moving all the time. You turn the engine, boom, the crankshafts are moving.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have any problem. If you have a problem, it is something minor. These antioxidants, and the food of vegetables, they help the aging process.
Mm-hmm.
They make you look younger. Not me. I'm not talking about because of me.
I know you are looking younger.
The fruits and vegetables, and because you are fighting off the radicals, they make you they slow the aging process. You live happily in old age, active, doing things that you want to do. You don't be relegated to using walking stick or wheelchair or all these things, because you want to remain active.
Absolutely. Mr. Michael, I wish we can talk for another hour or 2 hours, because I just love having the conversation. I love when I met you at the convention the other day. I would love having this conversation with you. I could continue to have this conversation with you, but listen, every single word you've said, there's a huge amount of nuggets in there, and I want to thank you very much for saying yes to coming on board tonight, right, to share your story. Not to impress people, like I said earlier, but, to impress upon them that regardless of what age it is, if you don't look after yourself, then who will, basically, is what you're saying, and we should all do our MOTs.
Yes. Very, very important.
We should always do our MOT. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of our program tonight. This has been Pathway to Good Health. My guest tonight is Mr. Michael himself, the one and only Mr. Michael, and I'm sure you're going to be hearing more and more from this gentleman, from this father of four, of big lads, who's, you see, they say accountant is retired. He's not retired, though, he's just taking a little backseat. I know. So you'll be hearing a lot more from him. He has a lot to share. He has a lot of love in his heart, to help a lot of people out there. So if you're on his platform, by all means, get in touch with him, find out more on how you can get, either with our program, how you can join the health and wellness program, and he will be able to share more information with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we come to the end of our live streaming on social media. So I would like to say thank you very much. If you're watching us for the first time, please join us again. If you're in-house in our Zoom and you're a guest in-house, thank you very much for joining on board. If you have any questions, the person who's invited you will be able to answer more of those questions. So all that being said, I'm going to say good night to everyone. And I bid you great health, right? And if you need any more questions, we are Juice Plus. We're only here to help you out and encourage you to lead a healthier lifestyle. Thank you very much, and see you next time.